Alright, today is May 31st, 2024. Halfway into Q2. June's about to start, and I have my brother with me.
We just rewatched his video on February 18th. All he wanted was, literally like 3 months ago, a little bit more than 3 months ago. All he wanted was to be making $20K, living in an apartment by himself and not living to the expectations of others.
And just be independent and like work on Clive every day with you.
It's May 31st, 2023, or 2024. We're making 24K in gross volume, like 20K profit in the past 4 weeks. We're gonna be living in an apartment in a few months, just us.
No expectations and
We have no
obligations.
expectations. So basically, his dream life at that moment was achieved by us, like the current version of ourselves. Like, we're here right now. Your wildest dreams, like you spoke with such passion, and like, we just watched this video and we achieved that. And now we know that with enough hard work and dedication, we can achieve anything we want. Elijah, how have you been feeling recently?
Recently I feel lost, unmotivated, wavering of my work and my vision and my passion to work on Clive, because part of it's resistance, doing the work and growing, but another part's, I think, lacking the clarity of like what I truly wanted and like working towards a goal and dream life, and just have that as the North Star like I had 3 months ago, which was just 20K a month, independent apartment, clean apartment. So I just need to build that same one now, and I was listing a few things off my fingers, like
what do you want? Just in your dream life, bro.
So I was like,
we can achieve
life.
anything.
My dream life, I want a freedom business.
Freedom business.
I want to make, just passively, without me lifting a single finger, enough to cover my burn rate.
What's your burn rate?
And so I calculated my burn rate. I added 1K in diet, in groceries and food expenses. I had 1.5K in rent. I had like 150 for gas. I had like 500 for miscellaneous softwares. I had like 2K for just fun, going out, spending on clothes or stuff I want. And that totals to around 4.8K or 5K. But that's like kind of the bare minimum that
like you're talking about your dream life.
But for my dream life,
without lifting a finger, if you could just do anything you wanted.
Okay, my dream, like,
just say it.
Expenses.
Because, bro, your dream life was 20K 3 months ago. Imagine you say this right now, and we just put in the work. But I think we need clarity. What's your dream life, bro?
Okay. I want to spend exuberantly as much as I want on the highest quality, best organic, animal-based foods. So
okay.
It's like grass-fed meats, like 100% organic, grass-fed meats, best quality, organs and organic fruits that are washed, organic like raw milk and yogurt and raw butter. I want to spend as much as I want on grass-fed meats. Like meats, like I want to spend like 3K a month, and then I have like also like supplements, like beef organ supplements and like amino acids and like whatever other supplements I want. I just put away 3K a month, and that's a lot for money, but like that's my dream life. And then for rent,
like don't think about how we're gonna get there. Just think about your dream life.
Okay, 3K a month in food.
Don't think about Clive. Don't Think about.
Okay. 3K a month, and then I want a really nice, clean apartment with big windows and access to sunlight and nature when I wake up. So whether that be in Austin or like somewhere in the world, I want like probably 3K a month in rent for
Probably more, like 5K, 6K, 7K. I mean, if it's a 1 bedroom, yeah.
But I
3K.
want a 1 bedroom, and like I want to also be a digital, like part of the dream life is like traveling a lot. So
So you don't want
I
to
don't
get
want
an expensive.
Yeah, not an expensive rent. So like I think 3K is enough.
Okay, so 3K and food, 3K in rent.
And then for travel expenses, like putting away 5K a month, I think that would be enough to plan like week-long trips and like tickets and like everything like that. So I got that 5K. I have like 2K in just the fun expenses, like I said, like do whatever I want, and then I have like gas, insurance, miscellaneous, stuff like that. So I totaled that up basically. Yeah. Is it 13?
5K plus 3K plus 3K plus 2K.
It's 13?
Yeah.
Okay. And plus like maybe another 1K for...
I mean, you gotta
the
save
miss.
money too, right?
I want to save. And this is just my burn rate. But then I calculated, it's called your boom or bust line. I got this from Eddie Malouf. But you take 50% of your burn rate, you add that, and then anything after that number. So if 14K was my number, let's say,
Okay.
then 7K, half of 14 is 7, so that would be 28K, or 21K, sorry.
It's
That-
high school dropout, bro.
That means, and then I would use that 7K to basically save money, invest in long-term stock. Like basically it's money to save, like for wealth building. And anything after I make 21K is like basically I can invest in really risky investments and like try to multiply my wealth. But yeah, burn rate in that dream life would be 14K minimum, or maximum. I think maximum. Honestly, like if I didn't live so exuberantly, I want to get more granular on like how much it really costs for an apartment and travel, like all that. But because I think I calculated before, it was like 11K instead of 14K.
Let's just say 21K is what you want to be making, like passively.
Seems like a lot of money.
20K seemed like a lot of money.
Especially
20K just in general.
Yeah, it does. And just to do it passively, like literally without lifting a single finger.
Think it's possible?
I think it's possible, but it'd take a long time to get there.
But with this, you have your dream life.
But I'd rather get the dream life, I guess, sooner and live less.
Like, how are you gonna
Like
get to this dream life?
if I just do passive income like 5K a month, like I could have lived like that.
But this is your dream life. Do you want your acceptable life, or do you want your dream life?
I want my dream life, but fast. That's kind of, I don't know, unrealistic. But
How's that unrealistic?
I want it by the next year, 2 years.
I think that's genuinely possible, bro.
Generate like 20K in passive income.
Elijah,
You probably need like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
not lifting like a single finger.
Yeah, it's like complete passive, like
The thing
stocks
is
and interest and
we can get there, bro. Let's just plan out a path. It doesn't even need to necessarily be through Clive. Clive was never like the vehicle. I mean, it was like a step to get there, but
Should we get into another avenue soon?
no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying Clive, like, it might, like, we might make a lot of money from it, and then we could start investing. How much money would we need to make?
Well, first of all, I would want to know how to make passive income. I gotta define what that looks like, and then I would know how much money, because it costs money to make passive income, like, or you need a certain threshold of money. Like for interest, for example, if you want to gain 8%, like you have to have like 100K in the bank to get whatever. I don't know how it works, but like, I'd also be cool just like if I could just, yeah, like actively invest, but it meant like multiplying my money for freedom, as well as running like some businesses. But like, I'd rather be an more active investor and like more passive business owner than like the other way around.
Well, how do you think you get to that point?
Automating Clive, taking myself out of it.
How do you get to that point?
Hiring a team. I'm kind of digging myself. Don't you think right now how we're building our systems, it's so much involving you and I?
I don't think like we're building it in a way where we can set systems in place. Like you have so much resistance to setting like making SOPs and building out like the red, yellow, green, and building out the optimizations and testing new things so that we can delegate. That's what we're working towards. We're going through the pain so we can build the system so that we can hire good people and they can do that. We can't just delegate this work because we don't know how to do it ourselves yet. But that takes a lot of pain to be able to learn that. I think this is a period of us like learning. You learning service delivery for the business. You learning like which ads may work or how to optimize this or different creatives that no other agency is running. Client communication that is just top notch. You're not going to be doing this forever. I think that's like the idea that you have. But the reason why you're going through all this pain now is so you can delegate it in the future. But the only way the business survives if you delegate is if you have the proper systems in place, because no one's going to care about this business as much as us. We're going to need to build this business, and it's going to take a lot of pain. Like I'm going through a lot of pain learning sales, but the lessons I learn, I'm writing all in this master script that I have so that I can train people and be able to do that. So what's the dream, like a year from now? Like, where do you want to be with Clive?
Oh, I don't even want to, like, I'll be completely honest. Like, I just want Clive to make money for me with a 100% committed, like, active team who's just doing all the tasks for me. And I may be, like, in there maybe, like, max 4 hours a week.
We can get there. It's just, like, you don't understand what it takes to be able to get there. Like, do you expect to just, okay, let's hire people right now and then it'll just grow? Without any, like, because they're going to go through the same pain as you, and then they won't know what to do, and they won't have the care to be able to do it. I want that too, Elijah. But we can't do that. Like Matt Shields says, like, you need to learn yourself. Like, Matt Shields works probably 4 hours a week on State AI, and he makes all this money. But it's because he went through the pain of learning everything himself. And the speed at which we get to that point is the speed at which we take action on the things that we learn and implement it. Do you see where I'm coming from? We're not just going through the weeds to build a business where we're going through the weeds.
Yeah, I understand it's sacrifice. Sacrifice the short-term pleasures now for a greater outcome later.
But what
Just
is, like,
patience and-
imagine that greater outcome. Imagine you're making 25K passively.
Bro, so I kind of believe it's too good to be true. It's like, you can't make that much passive, like, without lifting a single. You can make $240,000 a year without lifting a single finger. Part of me doesn't want to believe it.
How are people doing it and serve others?
People doing that? Really?
Even if no one in this world was doing that, what's stopping us from being able to do that?
Knowledge and like how to do it and what to invest in. Like, but yeah, the how, I don't need to worry about the how right now. I think also, like, a lesson I learned from watching my videos was that the more I pursue truth, whether it be in my relationships, in my work, personal development, whatever context, the more I know that I'm on the right path. And it means truth is the North Star for me to get to where I want to go. If I just commit myself to pursuing truth, then I can get to the life I want. But then the question becomes, what is truth? I think truth is what you know, what you need to do, and doing it. Like, I think truth has many different manifestations, but a big one's like the courage to tell people how you really feel, like how I did with mom and dad, and you live to your authentic values. Like, one of mine was not living up to the expectations of others, and I lived up to that, and that set me free. And then it's just like, I think every time you overcome resistance, there's truth in that you'll seek, or that you'll find, because the truth is, there is a force. Like, I truly believe in the force of resistance, and the truth is, every time you overcome that, you grow into a new person. Every little time that you win that battle, I think you're pursuing truth. So, with that in mind, every time I face resistance or look at it in the eyes, I gotta stare at it, have the courage to face it, put it down through the work.
Keep in mind that you're working towards a goal.
Yeah, and say this is all for, so I don't have to work again. Like, well, I want to be working, but on something I truly love. Like, it doesn't even feel like work to me. But I don't want to work on like an agency actively, like for the rest of my life, you know? Like, I don't want to be a business owner who's just in his business.
The only way to get there, Elijah, is if we do the work now, though.
Yeah.
You don't work 4 hours a week by working 4 hours a week. Charlie Morgan literally said that. He said it takes hell.
No.
Like, if you set this goal of like 20K per month passively without lifting a finger, you'd be working 4 hours a week. But then you don't have the means to like put in the work to be able to do that. It's not a goal, it's a dream. And then you're in pain because you're not at that point and you're not working. May 31st, 2024. Can we make a commitment to achieving that goal? 21K a month passively. Whatever it takes.
I want to think more about. Sorry, part of me has resistance to that number because I just feel like it's way too high. I don't know if it's possible, bro. In the time frame that I want.
The only thing that's stopping us is time. If you put a time frame to your goal, then you're setting yourself up for failure, because if you don't hit that goal in that time frame, you fail. What's with this like instant gratification? I thought you understood, like, things take time.
Yeah, but part of me was like, I want to enjoy my like youth, like I wanna do it as soon as possible, so I have like my entire like early 20s to just like do what I want. Fuck off.
Bro, you're not even 18 yet. Do you think like bro, if you just put in the work for these like next 2 years, you truly gave it your all in media buying, service delivery, building teams, do you think it would have been unreasonable by the time you're 20 that you'll be at this goal of 25K a month at least, 20K a month passively at least? Is that unreasonable, like based on what you've seen in the past?
Like without me doing anything to make 20K?
Yeah.
Or is that just like part of my income?
Whatever you want. What's your actual goal? To just not do anything?
I want to be doing something. Like I'd rather, instead of it being a total 20K a month passive,
Why are you withholding your dreams?
No, listen, let's hear me out. I want to be doing something. I want to be doing work that feels like play and I get paid for it. And then add that on top of like passive assets and investments. And then that equals my burn rate plus boomer bust line.
That's a pretty vague goal.
And also I think it's vague because, no, the number is vague. Like it's not 20K because I just assumed I would spend 5K in expenses for traveling and 3K in like diet, and like I'm the type of person to get granular. Like I literally want to map out every single item I would buy and how much it would cost in that area, or like on average. And then for traveling, it's like, bro, if I just took that 5K out, like if I didn't travel every month, like.
Why are you making it more realistic? We're talking about your like dream.
I feel more inclined to accept, like, it feels more real to me if I am flexible with that number. If it was like 10K in passive income, that motivates me more than 20K in passive income. I don't know why.
But that's not your dream number.
Yeah, it was when I calculated it. It was like 11.2K.
Well, my number is 20. So if we're making 30K total profit, you want us to take 10? Or we could just split it, 15? Because I'm getting there.
What's your dream? You should turn off the car, by the way, because it's wasting gas.
I want to have a YouTube channel, and I want to be making like 20K enough passively, and I want to inspire others to do the same and like be able to build that business and like just grow themselves and like shift their paradigms. I want to like influence others a lot.
Where'd you get the 20K number?
I just think like 7K in an apartment, 1K for food, like 5K for. That's just like, bro, if I had 20K a month passively and then I could also work on YouTube on top of that, like that would be like.
For me, I think I want to redefine my number. 2K and 5K was for fun. Like, they're not burn rate because it's not part of your survivability expenses.
But
like,
you want to have your dream life, no?
I know, but I don't think that's not calculated in the burn rate. That's just calculated as like FU money. I think there's a difference between your monthly expenses and.
Okay, I want like a
expenses in life.
7K apartment, 1K food, like 1K for car insurance. Like another 1K for like gas and like miscellaneous expenses. So like, yeah, probably like 10K.
No, when you think about like that, and then your non-negotiable, like your non-negotiables, food, housing,
I don't want to
insurance.
just like.
I know, no. And
Yeah.
then saving, I think, is a non-negotiable. So you calculate the amount you're saving per month, half of what your non-negotiable burn rate is. So it's like, let's say it was 10K. So let's say 15K is your boom and burst line. Then anything after 15K is what I would accept, like, I could spend on fun and, you know, traveling expenses, like all of that. I think that's what it means to calculate your burn rate. That way, if I just made, like, I think passive or financial freedom is just surviving without, like, you touching anything. It's not necessarily thriving yet. Like, I want to work for the sole purpose of, like, getting all that luxury items, like traveling and you know, fun stuff. Like, I would work for that, but when it comes to like food and rent, basically the main things, if it just made passive income on those two things, then I'd be good. Like, I would survive. So
Yeah, I mean, I have different goals, and it's okay.
yeah,
That doesn't drive me as much as like just having that like dream goal and just like working towards that. And I think with Clive we can build it. We just gotta build the teams and we gotta learn. Do you agree?
I think Clive is a big vehicle to that, but I also think, like,
Are you just trying to make fast money? Like, it actually, like, it's not. There's no, like, if there were easy ways to make money, everyone would just do it.
no, I wouldn't say it's easy money, but
Why are you looking for like instant gratification? I mean, I don't mean to put this on you, but it like. I'm sorry, I'm like getting competitive. I also need to do like my calls and stuff, so I gotta.
okay, we'll just conclude this video.
This wasn't as good of a video as I had hoped. It's kind of like, I mean, we're not even clear on what our goals are. How are we supposed to work?
I think we need to think shorter term. No, we should have the long term always in mind and the dream. But I think to motivate us more, we need to think like, where do we want to be in 6 months from now? Three to 6 months from now. Where do we want to be? I think that working towards that will make our work more tangible.
I want to be at 50K a month.
Me too.
With 80%, or making 50K a month with 80% margins.
I want to be profiting 20K. Like, I want 20K in my pocket every month.
In 3 to 6 months. Do you care about how much you're working at that point?
No, bro. 20K in my pocket every month.
Once we're at that point, bro, then we can look towards just outsourcing the business. I mean, when we're making 50K, we'll have enough to outsource, and hopefully by then we'll have service delivery and sales a lot more systemized. So the goal is to systemize
build SOPs.
Build SOPs, systemize.
I know what it needs to do. I need to learn how to take underperforming clients and get them to the top. How to get clients who are completely unmotivated or not closing deals, and how to get them straight up to 100K in revenue in months. I need to figure out automating the green, like you said, green, red, and blue. I just literally follow a document, a Google document with words on a piece of paper. I look through, make sure that that's checked off. Everything is checked off before, and I just build that out just for my sake for now, just so I can do that, and then I can make my clients happy, and then later I get the luxury of just showing someone else what that looks like, and then they just do the work for me. I pay them 5K a month. That's it. CSM.
Just write a couple Google Docs, make 20K a month, then pay someone else to follow that Google Doc.
Let's say that again. Get 20K a month. Working hard. Get 20K a month. Then write a couple Google Docs. Write some words.
Pay someone else to do it.
And pay someone else to follow those words.
I think you have this mindset that the struggle that we're going through now is gonna be forever, bro. We can have this fully automated within the next 3 to 6 months, but it's gonna take a lot of pain. The difference between automating the business in 3 to 6 months and automating the business in a longer time frame is how much we're willing to go through pain now.
Mm-hmm. Bro, if it meant 3 months of pure agony, but then every single month for the rest of my life is pure bliss and pleasure, is that what it's gonna mean? Every single month after that.
I want to say every single month for the rest of your life. But I do think that in order to it's polar. Remember Charlie Morgan said every action has its equal opposite reaction. The more pain you put yourself through now and building out the systems and just eating the frog, learning media buying, learning CSM, testing new offers, testing new things. The faster we learn that, the faster we get out of this pain phase and we just delegate.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't we'll be in longer pain. It'll be prolonged pain if we stay in this state where we're not working as hard. We're not doing as much as we should be doing.
think the path to progress is pain.
Bro, we can build that.
It was true. I learned that through my most feared conversation in my life. It was the most painful decision, most feared, dreaded, like indescribable. I didn't want to do it for every single ounce, but I had the courage to just take action and like, okay, I'm just gonna have the conversation. And then literally my life changed. The trajectory of my life changed after that. And it gave me proof that nothing else, like if I overcame that dragon, nothing else before that stands me. It's like, it shouldn't be an issue. It shouldn't be a problem. Like this compared to making the decision to confront dad. Bro. Media buying compared to confronting, like, obviously confronting dad was so much more painful and so much more resistance. But I did that. And now I have the proof that I can overcome that big of a wall. It's like nothing is really stopping me, or my current self's the only one that's stopping me, but like I have proof that I can overcome that with any obstacle I face now. I think I just need to remind myself like who I become as a result of that conversation. Seriously, I become the type of Elijah who's courageous enough to overcome his fears and have the courage to take action. Like I just need to tell myself I am the type of person who's courageous enough to break beliefs of a society, of your parents, of like worldly like paradigms and expectations set on me. That's really hard. Most people can't do that.
Yeah.
I think I need to remind myself, like, bro, I've actually become a really developed person, and I've obviously so much more room to grow, and like nowhere near where I think I need to be, but I've come a long way, and maybe I need a compliment or pat myself on the back more often and tell myself like, you can do this. You can do the media buying. You can do the actions necessary. Like, you can do it. Like, maybe I just need to be my own cheerleader and like motivate. Just be the part of myself that motivates me when I'm down in a rut, and just be like, hey, bro, just pick yourself back up. We're all good. You've been in worse. You've done worse. And
like, bro, this once we figure this out, like, this is so much less painful than, like you said, than that conversation with dad. That's why I'm like, bro, if we just get over this, 50K, bro.
you can do it.
So our next short-term goal is to get just 20K a month each passively, or not passively, just like working really hard. And we said that at the beginning of the summer, but I don't know what changed. Like, your mindset around like, oh yeah, I'm going to do whatever it takes. Let's just get to 20 a month each. That's not the long-term goal. Once we get to that point, we can think about delegating and writing SOPs and outsourcing, and then we'll have the time freedom to actually achieve what you want.
Then get into like crypto and investing and
Yeah.
get
I mean,
rich.
I don't know about that, but
Get rich off of crypto, the bull run.
it doesn't happen unless we're making money. Right? By any means possible. Are you ready to work hard to be able to make 20K each? Can you shake my hand? All right. We made a commitment. We're going to make 20K profit each, 40K.
By the end of the summer.
What happens if we don't get it to the end of the summer? I don't think we should set a timeline.
Okay, maybe not a timeline. We'll achieve it no matter what.
Literally, the speed at which we do it is the speed at which we learn and actually take action on what we learn. So if we don't implement, if we don't work, like I have this problem too, bro. Like I'll learn a sales technique, but I won't like implement. I'll just write it down, and I don't actually like think about how I can implement it or how it can improve my sales. This weekend, I'm just gonna be straight like studying my sales, like doing everything that I know I need to do to be better. Let's make a commitment now. Let's just do this. Let's actually implement. Instead of just saying like, oh yeah, I'll test a UGC. We actually just do it. This is saying, oh yeah, I'll add that DR camp. Like, just do it. %99% of people won't do it because they're just like, oh, I'll push it off till later.
Successful agency owners, Angel says, like, the ones who take the information they intake and then just put it straight into action. The faster they do that, the more successful they are.
Most people don't even take action at all.
Most people don't even have the information.
We have the information and we have the desire now to be able to take action. Now we just gotta take action when we get it. Like imagine like if we just implemented all the sauce that we've gotten from Serve Others.
Yeah. I think we're asking for the wrong thing. It's not the fact, obviously we need to take action, but what we need is the courage to do that. We can tell ourselves we need to take action. But that's actually the task in and of itself. Like, how do you take action? With courage and unwavering faith, don't you think? Like, maybe we need to ask for some help through God, or just self-talk with ourselves. Just say like, I have the courage. I have the courage to fail. I have the courage to take action. I have the courage to eat shit. I have the courage to fuck up, lose potentially like 5 clients. But I failed that hard, and that means I'll make the next 15 clients experience indescribable. Like, I have the courage to do that.
Yeah.
Commitment. Like, bro, that's what motivates.
The fear of failure is like the number one deterrent for
fear.
success.
I think it's the fear.
The fear of failure?
No, when you keep saying like, I'll be honest, every time you're like, bro, we just need to implement, we need to take action, like, it doesn't motivate me as much as saying, you just need the courage, bro. Because I think fear pops up every time you say like, let's take action, for me. What I'd rather hear is like, bro, remind yourself that you have the abilities, or you have the courage, and you're capable of doing that. Because I know what I need to do. I know that I need to take action. But the missing link, I think, is just
courage.
Courage and gaining the confidence of my work. I think this is a mental game at this point, Matt. Honestly, it's a mental game with ourselves.
I never used to think that business was this mental.
It's a psychology game. It's understanding your own psychology.
Entrepreneurship isn't about like
it's not
sales or marketing.
It's like,
it's literally just like, I never understood that until like recently. Like it literally is a reflection of how you grow as a person.
How you think about yourself, how you think about the world, your mind, your mindset, your paradigms, your relationship with yourself. I think we need to focus more on that too. How do we treat ourselves, bro? Do we treat ourselves the way that 50K per month people would treat themselves?
I mean, like treat yourselves.
Like we don't clean up after our dishes like as soon as we do them, or we don't clog the drain in the bathroom, or like clean our bathrooms, or like we don't empty our.
Well, we have just like too many conversations like these because we're just trying to figure this out.
I'm just shitting on our bad habits. But yeah, we still have so many like bad habits that I think we need to work on ourselves. But anyways.
I need to do my calls, but let's have courage.
We have courage. Let's believe we already have it within us. Just need to send it out there.
There's gonna be times when we're gonna be fearful, but we gotta fight through that. We can't just tell ourselves we have courage and have courage.
The only way to build real confidence is by giving yourself a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are.
That's why, like, I'm looking back at what we've done so far, and it's like, it's almost undeniable. That's why I'm, like, so confident.
Made 20K profit this month. I had confidence to drop out. You dropped out. I had the confidence to tell I didn't want to go to college. I had the confidence and competence to, like, buy Easy Grow and convince you and mom to do that. I've implemented like all of the systems in there. I've cold called like hundreds of dials. You've cold probably like tens of thousands of numbers at this point.
I'll say that
maybe just like 10K, but like we've done probably like 100 sales calls. Bro, we have a lot of proof for us, not against us. Like
seriously, that's like whenever we have that doubt, we just gotta think about like. That's why I watched that video like 3 months ago, and that's not the type of person that we are right now. And that's just the stack of proof that, like, bro, we can do what we want. We are the type of people that can grow, and we should be confident in our abilities. Like, we've built a stack of undeniable proof at this point that as long as we stay true to who we are, we can grow and we can build what we want. And now it's just determining what we want, and I think we have our goal. We just gotta constantly remind ourselves, bro. I literally like did like a Google Calendar search of like. I just looked at my old Google Calendar from like a year ago, like May 30th, yesterday. And my agenda list was to record 25 Loom videos.
25 Loom.
None of those got opened.
Right, 25 personalized first lines. Watch Dominic Baptist go high level video. What is a workflow? And go high level.
Now you built like whole ass like operation make.com Monday.
Yeah, we need to take like a day and just appreciate like where we are, who we are, where we become, who we've become. Like
maybe the reason why we're not confident is because we haven't reminded ourselves so much about like our accomplishments. Like we're just like, oh yeah, next step.
We need to celebrate our wins, bro. We closed 4 deals in 2 weeks. Or you like made 8K in 2 weeks. That's fucking like crazy.
Yeah.
I helped one of our clients close like 10 projects in 2 months. That's crazy.
Elijah from January have thought that we could even get close to that.
Oh. We had 4 clients launched in February.
It just doesn't make sense, like how little like confidence we have in our abilities, just because like we've grown so much, man.
Yeah, bro, we need to remind ourselves, bro. Let's take this weekend. Let's build out our EOD thing. Oh yeah, one thing we're gonna build out for the month of June is every day we make an EOD end of day report. We have to tell each other, did we wake up on time? Did we leave the house on time for the gym? Did we go to sleep on time? Did we take our lunch breaks for only an hour? Because we basically want to discipline ourselves to stick to our schedules so we're not procrastinating. Like, Did we do all of our tasks that we set out for a day? And the punishment is if we don't hit 24 days out of the 30 days of consistency on all the times, then we have to do a punishment. Which for me was eating of weeks where it was eating McDonald's for a week. Oh, and I have to eat seed. I have to destroy my health and eat seed oils because I couldn't
Wake up on time.
And then Matt's shaving his head.
I also have to eat McDonald's, and you also have to shave your head.
Yeah, we shave our heads.
But I don't really care that much about McDonald's as much as you, and you don't really care about your shaving.
I was gonna shave my head probably.
We gotta build that out.
But, like, we're gonna build that out for June, bro.
And we gotta reflect.
We gotta reflect on our wins, like motivate. Like, dude, we need to remind ourselves so much more, like, yeah, who we've become.
It's so easy to compare ourselves now because we're in a group now, Unserve Others, where there's so many amazing entrepreneurs.
We just forget about, like, I mean, obviously we can compare but not judge. The pain comes in the judgment of, like, oh, we're basing our worth because based off of their worth. But, like, yeah, bro, we just stick to our own lane, stick to our leveling up in our own game, and we grow at an exponential rate.
All right, let's do it, bro.
All right, Elijah Kim, Matthew Kim.
We'll check back in 3 months.
May 31st.
Surely we'll be at 50K.
May 31st, 2024. Message to, what's 3 months from now? June, July, August, September. So like August 31st. Us from August 31st and onwards. If you're watching this,
it's not easy.
We're
not just. It's not all up. We recorded our downs. Like, we're struggling right now.
But we're doing it for you.
We're doing this for our future selves. We're pushing through the pain. Like, it's kind of good that we're getting, like, not just our highlights, but our lowlights as well. Like, this is a really important, like, part of our journey, bro. Where we make a commitment, bro. To have courage. Let's go.
All right. Bye, guys.